Where the Lord have mercy, we can't get our shit together today, but it is what it is. What's good, y'all?
Oh shit, I can hear him. My bad, my bad, my bad. I ain't know we don't. I ain't know we won't.
We on.
Shit.
Oh shit now. He hosting. Oh Lord, he hosting. Oh man, what's good everybody? What is
What's
good?
happening?
I am tired.
Same.
And nothing drains word? Nothing drains me more than relationships. Now, remind you notice today's topic is friendship or friend shit, right? So like
Mm-hmm. What
so
about your
what about
friends?
them?
Are they gonna stand your ground? Are they gonna let you down? Yeah.
Sir, is that cab that you're drinking?
Huh?
Oh shit, we about to turn into the mole man and take over surface work. God damn. But no, real talk though. So like my lovely friend Arugs, if you have never watched her stream, she is Nerd Mom Ace on Twitch and all other social platforms.
Haru.
Arugs really said that she really liked our discussion on like different types of friends last time we were talking because she was under the impression she's like I didn't think you had different types of friends. I thought everyone was like that was everybody got straight across the board like you can cry, you can laugh, you can blah blah blah. I was like no, bitch,
No.
no, nope, nope,
Hell no.
hell.
Oh, hell
Like, no, ain't no way. Because I was sitting there thinking about some of my interactions, we'll call them interactions. That cup looks huge, by the way. Interactions where it's just like,
It holds a whole bottle of wine. Yes, it is.
mine
You
looks
saw
prettier
me
than yours.
crack that mug.
Mine looks prettier than yours, but whatever. Um,
Well, whoop de doo, twiddly dee, like whoop de doo fucking do. It does its job.
anyway,
I
I'm
got to say
thinking on some
goodwill
of
anyway.
my interactions, and I'm like, bitch, would you tell them anything about yourself? No.
No.
Are they really friends? Are y'all friends? I mean, we are a type of friend. Like we are texting friends. We can text and send each other memes and shit. But you don't know
We're
my
meme
government
friends.
name, and you don't even got my cell phone number. Like we messenger friends. If
I do,
that,
no, we best friends. Like no.
no, that was one of the points we left off on. It's like just because your best you just because wait, well, how did we say it? Just
Just
because they're
because
your best
you're best
friend
friends with somebody,
doesn't mean you're their best friend.
you're their best friend.
You know, when I said that the first time, somebody was looking at me like, but no, like
Someone
legit.
got butt hurt. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Sure did.
little
And
bit.
I'm sensitive.
And then became
I'm
the
an
mole
artist.
man
I'm
and took
sensitive about my
over.
shit.
Shut the hell up. But no, like real talk, just because you're their best friend doesn't mean they're your best friend, and vice versa. Like
Unless y'all have this conversation.
unless y'all have this conversation, and that's not necessarily bad. See, that's the other thing too. Word, that's what we're doing.
Well, I got my sorry, y'all. My sinuses are being a bitch. So
Ew. But anyway, but now like real talk, real talk. It's like people get butthurt because like, what do you mean I'm not your best friend? Like, bro, it's not anything against
it
you.
don't
It's
mean
just
we're not
like
friends. It doesn't mean I hate you. It's just
doesn't
we
mean I hate you guts. It just means that
just
there are some needs I require in a friendship dynamic for certain things, and those criteria are nowhere on your checklist for our interaction. So that's it.
nor have you showed any potential on in being in that checklist. So
Right. Like I'm not saying we can't hang. I'm not saying we not cool. I'm not saying that like there aren't things I'd share with you. I'm just saying there are some things that I won't, and that's okay. I don't have to share everything with you.
You just ain't that kind of friend.
You're not that kind of friend. So what else is
Like,
interesting about friendships is like, why do you hold on to
uh,
them when you know they're trash?
oh, you mean like treating relationships like friendships, but friendships like relationships? Like how
Facts.
we will get, how will how will a potential how a potential or an actual significant other can do the minutest of shit and fuck that I'm out. But your best friend could like burn your house down
Wreck your car.
and you like steal shit, lie, talk shit about you all the time. Like, but we've been friends for so long. Like, but you
Okay.
gone. But
But
on the flip side too, with good couples, same thing with good friends. You might need the couples counsel in a way. It's like, hey, I feel this way. When you do this, make me feel this certain way. I don't appreciate that. Let's figure out how we make this better.
facts.
You can do
Facts.
that with friends too.
You can totally do that with friends. You know how many people I get that are just like, well, I just expect them to be there for me because they said they were okay, but like you've never taught them how to be there for you. Y'all never
They
communicated
never said how they want to be there for you.
or if they can, and you never even asked them if they are in the right headspace to be there for you. You can't just jump into it with expectations and assumptions and to get upset and feel hurt when they don't meet them. That's like me saying, if you don't guess this number between 1 and 50 million, I'm gonna be mad.
That includes decimal numbers and fractions too.
Facts. Facts. Like you can't get upset because your emotional needs aren't being met by people that have no idea what they are. You have to talk to them. And that's the other thing that blows my mind on people. You can talk to your friends. If you can't talk to your friends, are y'all really friends? How are we defining this word? Like, what the fuck? You'd be
If people you
surprised
just
how
hang
many.
with because
Right. You'd be surprised how many people I counsel be like, so how are we defining friend? Well, what do you mean? Oh, so your shit's wide open. Like open, open.
there's it just because we spend time together. First off, does not
Say it
mean we
again.
friends. Just
Say
because
it.
we spend some time together, just because if we message each other, we might be friends. But at the same time, it's like if we don't have a conversation, we're associates. If we just send memes to each other in videos on TikTok, whatnot, we're associates unless we have more of a conversation. If we just hang out for certain things, you are a certain type of friend. Like
If I don't know
people
what you
got their
really look
party
like in
friends,
person
people got their
outside of
drink.
your avatar on Facebook, we not friends.
We are friends.
We're
If you
not.
don't know my middle name, we are not good friends.
We
Like
are not good friends. If you
if you don't
continuously
know the
have to force
government name,
conversation with me, and my shit is dry, you guessed it. We not friends, and that's nothing
well, I
against
can't
you.
say that because I'm dry all the time. But a lot of times I draw out my response. People get interpreted like he hates me. Like nah, I just am to
No,
the
but
point. And
like
don't feel like fucking out.
we not friends though. I'm talking about for me.
But
We're not
but at the
friends.
same time, we're not friends enough for you to know that I'm just dry like that. So you're putting your
Facts.
expectations on. You're putting what you expect a friend to be upon me. That's not what we doing.
You can't do that. You can't do that. And that's also like how you make new friends. I keep getting people like, oh my god, I'm over 30. How do I make new friends? I don't know how to do this shit.
Talk to these motherfuckers.
And I don't care what age you are. Small talk. Everybody fucking hates small talk. Don't nobody give a shit about the weather. Don't nobody give a shit about what was on the news last night, bro. So like, do you fuck with the what? You think like aliens will come down and bust a shit, or like you think we could fight them? Like real talk, jump into this shit. We don't like small talk because there's no substance.
There's no point.
It's safe. There's no point. But if you walk up to somebody, so like, what do you like in friendships? Like, how do you act as a person? Like, what do you feel like you
Or
need
just
from
straight up,
friendship?
just straight up. Are you looking for a friend?
Facts.
But even at the same time, here's something also. Work on yourself, cause some of y'all, us, like we've all done it. All of us has put in way too much in a friendship or whatnot, and cause we feel a certain way about ourselves.
Boy, Wonder, thanks for the raid.
What's up, Jay? How you been, homie?
But like for real,
But like, how much of ourselves that we put upon our friends, and much we'll sometimes put too much value in our relationships with our friends more so than we do on ourselves because
Facts.
your friends are a reflection of you. And if they don't look good, if they're not happy, that means you look bad and you're not making them happy. Therefore, you need to do something about that. Like, nah, shut the fuck up.
Right. Don't do that. Small talk does make everything awkward, just everything. Like, holy shit. Like what?
So, how about
like,
that
what
local
did I
sports
say to you
team?
the first time we hung out? Bitch, you like wine? I like wine. Like, didn't even know your name. Like, it doesn't have to be this cordial, formal thing. It could be like,
Hi, how are you? Nice weather we're
hi.
having. How about that local sports team? What's
Oh,
better than that other local
huh,
sports team?
huh. I don't really know, sir. I don't sports ball.
You don't sports ball? Well, that was like 50% of my conversation. So,
Well, shit.
I'm going to awkwardly
Boy
sit here in
Wonder, we
silence
are
and walk away.
talking about friendships and or friendships. Like, all the problems with them, all the things that we kind of gloss over that we need to bring awareness to. Like, we just kind of left off talking about, first we
The
opened with,
doc of your life has a lot of ports for different friendships.
say that shit again. The doc of your life has a lot of different ports for different friendships. Amen. 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 We don't have to put all our eggs in one basket. Okay? One, some people are fucking uncomfortable with emotions. So if you call them crying at 2 a.m., they're not going to know what the fuck to do. You're going to give them anxiety. They're not going to comfort you the way you want them to comfort you because they can't. And that's not their
They're gonna cut
fault.
your shit. They're gonna cut straight through your shit and like so you got your problem solver friends. If you got
Thanks
those
for the
problem
bits.
solver friends, talk to those problem solving friends when you want problems solved. If you come at the motherfucker emotional, you're like, yeah, keep crying, what the fuck ever, do this kind of stuff. But if you want emotion, there are people who will love to be
Just
that
sit
shoulder
here
to
with
cry
you.
on.
They'll roll you into a blanket.
I don't know what
Make
the
you a blanket
fuck's wrong
for it.
with
Bring
them
you
people.
some snacks. Like, you gotta know which friends are which. Like, we can't, and that's also about being a friend. We can't give our all to everybody. That's how we run out of ourselves. Let me say that shit
Not
again.
at first.
You can't
Wait,
run.
whoa.
You can't give
go ahead,
your
go ahead.
all to everybody. Okay? I'm always there for people. If they call, I answer. And who told you to do
Why
all
don't
that?
they do that for me? Like,
Because they
that-
can't. They
Some
can't.
are not capable.
Some are incapable. It does not cross their mind. Not because they don't value you, and that's another part of the conversation. Not because they don't value you or your friendship. They honestly are incapable because they've never had to think about it.
Can we use ourselves as an example? Miko, how long it took you to realize that I'm not that full of hate sometimes? I'm just dry and like emotion ain't my thing.
8 years. That includes.
But we also,
that includes dating and whatnot. 8 years.
well, we've
Right.
gotten a lot better to realize like, well, we both had growing to do, but still it's like, yeah, he ain't good on emotion like that. What up, Calvino?
Hey, Calvino, how you doing, baby?
Some of your friends, even though you might be an emotional truck, you can hold anybody else's. You can hold anybody else's load. You can haul it off to Happy Town all you want.
But if you don't never stop to get
However,
your brakes checked, your oil changed, all that shit, your truck gonna fall the fuck apart.
Yep.
And
And
you
some of
know-
us are emotional Mini Coopers.
Facts.
We are
And
emotional smart cars. We can hold this much.
this much. And you know who
We're here to get
fixes
you shopping
your
and
brakes
home. That's
and your
it.
shocks and does your oil changes? Mechanics, emotional mechanics.
In other words,
mechanics.
you got that one friend. You got that one friend right here. Don't you need to? Oh, your heart broken. Your heart broken. Hold on. Let me get them duct tape real quick and get on that real quick. Like, you got that friend that will do that.
Mr. Albert, please stop trying to fix people.
You got that one friend. Oh shit, your heart broken. Your heart broken. I think we can patch it up right
What's
now.
good,
Hold
you
on.
boo? So, right, that's a good person. That's a good example. So, that's a good example. If your heart's broken, you're gonna go to your friends. They're gonna be like, "Oh, well, just get over it. Get under somebody else." That doesn't feel validating, does it? Not to
That ain't a
everybody.
good friend.
That's not. No.
That ain't always a that ain't
That's
always
not-
a good friend.
I said that ain't always a good friend. However, you come to a friend, I'm heartbroken. They just broke up with me. Damn. You want to talk about it? That's what that
What you
friend is
need,
for.
like-
What do you need from me right now in this moment?
Now,
And
if you
people think
once
that friends
again, you
can't
go in that
talk
party
like
plan.
that. That's what bugs me. People think friends can't talk like that. Like when you
You
call
gotta find
me,
that party friend sometimes.
when
Like, hey,
you call me and you be like, "Yo, you busy?" I'm like, "Nah, why? What's good? You got time for a rent?" I'd be like, "You know what? I got some time." And then we talk about mole men taking over surface wear.
And also figure out a code for each other, because when me and Miko like, you got time for it? That's me.
Ooh,
Bitch, I don't
orange
care about
chicken
this
fried
problem. I
rice.
need to talk about something. Like,
Right.
I need to go on a rant. That's just to help me get my own shit together. If I want to ask your opinion afterwards, like, okay, shit has shifted. What do you think about this?
Facts. Facts. Because, like, you can't see, this is the thing. This is the thing, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, that I don't like about people that get hurt because their friends aren't reciprocating, or people that don't reach out to their friends at all. I would feel like I'm burdening them. When you say that, I automatically ask, when they need to talk, do you always answer, well, yeah. Are they burdening you? No, absolutely not. How are you going to make that decision for them? How are you not going to give them the option to help you, support you, assist you? It's not fair to them for you to make that choice.
Plus, you make yourself a burden during those times, because you end up not saying something, so you let holding it in, not saying anything, not saying anything. I don't want to be much trouble. I don't want to be bad, and I don't want to inconvenience anybody, to the point where it blows up and you are a pain in somebody's ass, because you're crying. You're like a toddler who needs to take a nap, but it's crying because they're tired, so don't want to go to sleep.
Bitch.
Shit like that.
Bitch. That shit's spot on. And the other thing about it is, as a people, as a species, we are socially connected beings. We don't give a shit who you are. We're going to try to find some connection to be comfortable. So when we reach out and support someone else who we are close to or whom we care about in some capacity, we are distracted from our burdens, are we not? We would then replace it with altruism so that we can help somebody else, right? So not only are you taking away their decision of whether or not to help you, you're also taking away the chance for them to relieve their own feelings of burden by being able to help someone else. Damn, you're rude. You rude.
Calvin, I ain't mean to call you.
Yes,
I ain't
it
trying to
is.
call nobody out.
With the accuracy.
Hit dogs holler though.
The accuracy.
Also, it's time for a rant.
Oh.
Go ahead.
We got a button.
You gonna have to sing the sound
To the
you want.
people. I'll figure something out. To the people who believe in tough love. Fuck you. 90% of the time. Because the people who say some asinine shit to somebody and say, well, it's just tough love, you are being a douchebag, an asshole, and a coot. Mainly because you forget the love part. You were just unloading some other personal shit that you might have on somebody or yourself, and not trying to figure out a way to help them be better.
In other words,
You ain't shit.
So your friends who use that tough love does exist. That's like, finding somebody who does drugs and whatnot. It's like, hey man, we can't be friends no more if you keep doing this kind of stuff. That's tough love. Or like people who will have an intervention for you, like, look, you're
this is the
harming
line,
yourself.
this is the boundary. You got to get it together for your sake and ours.
And here's why we feel this way. And if you can't do it, I wish you the best, because I can't do this shit no more. Not, here's why you fucking up. Here's where you need to do better. And here's why I'm right, you wrong. I'm out.
I love that you make that face, because that totes used to be you. You know what that is? Growth.
That's growth. That's what you need to have a sound for.
Growth. But no, like legitimate, and like
But that's
it's
tough
called
love. Like, it
it's
ain't
called
tough love.
tough love because challenging love is too long to say. Now, I pride myself as a therapist. When I meet new clients, I tell them, I was like, okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about my counseling style, my therapeutic approach. I will encourage you to understand yourself better as I understand you. I will nurture you, sure, to make sure you're comfortable, but I'm about to challenge the shit out you, because you keep doing the same shit, which is why we're here. So like while I can get to understand your process and I can get to understand your reasons, it is then up to us to challenge those things to fix them and turn them around. Not saying that they're shit. I'm saying they're dysfunctional and they don't work for you. And we got to find something to do.
If you've been doing it a couple of times, it ain't working.
Oh,
But I also
Lord.
go to that. Oh Lord. Whoa, damn. Oh shit.
Were you on Friday when we got to meet Grandpa?
Yes.
Yeah, you were. You jumped on there. That's right. Grandpa's so cute.
Not with a cleaver, he ain't.
But feisty, bruh. Feisty. Come on, sucker. I got a cleaver in my hand. All right, sir. All right, sir.
But also, with tough love, there is the yin to that yang.
There is. Some
Nice
motherfuckers
friend.
is too soft. Too motherfuckers
The
soft.
nice friend.
I used to be that friend. And then I became
Who's there for
therapist.
everybody. Who likes to help everybody. So you got paid to be the nice friend.
No. I said I didn't stop being a nice friend until I became a therapist.
Oh.
That's
My
it.
bad.
It's story time for me time. Me time. My turn. My turn. From the time I set foot on our college campus, I was introduced to a gaggle of 24 people. 24. We did everything together. Hung out, went to lunch. The cab hated us because we pushed like 6 tables together in a booth area and took up a whole fucking corner. They did not like us, and we did not.
We
did
cleaned
not
up
care.
afterwards, though.
We did not care. There was 25 of us total, and whenever we went somewhere, did something, whatever, I was mom. I made sure everybody had what they wanted to have. Hey, we running to Mickey D's real quick. Oh, I ain't got no money. It's cool, I got you. No, good and goddamn well college students is broke, and my ass was a broke ass college student.
Broke.
Five broke. We ain't got it.
We ain't got it.
But I was mom. I'd cover people. I would, accompany them places. Knowing good and goddamn well I had other places to be. I would move my schedule around to accommodate other people. And don't even get me started on house party season. I did not start drinking until I was 23 years old. Do you know why? Because
you to it.
if I can't trust a bunch of you drunk assholes to take care of yourselves and watch yourselves and be safe, I can't trust you to watch me. I'm running around a house that's not mine. You got people fucking in the backyard. You got 3 people watching them. You got the neighbors threatening to call the cops. You got the DJ that's methed up next door trying to corral people into his side of the house. You got people throwing up in the kitchen sink, the bathtub,
remember
the
this story.
toilet. You got people trying to run around butt naked down the street. But again, your neighbors are about to call the cops. You got a motherfucker following around drunk as hell trying to confess feelings to you. And it's just like, everybody sit down.
Oh, I remember this story.
Fuck that house. Fuck that house. Party. You had randoms showing up that we ain't never seen just to drink our shit, get drunk, disappear, come back, steal your entire loaf of bread, end up with 2 strangers fucking in your room. Like, bro, y'all need to chill. And I was the only sober one in the house. Always.
And just so
Always.
y'all know, I was not part of any
He
of this.
was
I
not.
just heard it by proxy. Like,
Yeah.
Just,
Never.
the rant has toned down
It
since
has.
then.
Always a sober one. Making sure people not only didn't choke on their own vomit, weren't sitting here dry heaving and dehydrated, making sure people got home safely and not with strangers. What's wrong with y'all?
To
I'm sorry.
every group.
I'm sorry, I
mom,
was back there.
what-
But that's part of being the nice friend. You're putting yourself out and spreading yourself thin for no reason.
Nico, you got anything to say toward the group moms that are like always the forever group mom?
I got something to say to the forever group mom. I got something to say because I know there's one right now in the viewers. Them people are grown, okay? Okay? You are emptying your cup for people that barely fill it, okay? Okay? You are hindering them from growing, okay? And learning how to be people, okay? All right? You are hindering them from learning how to do for themselves, thus learning how to do for others as you do. They're never going to be like you if you keep doing things like you're doing, okay? Let them grow. If they hate you, I'm sorry. Fuck them. If they hate you after all the shit you've done for them, fuck them. Okay, not like
Then
literally.
they're pathetic. Then they're pathetic waste of shit. And if they rotten out and peter off, then
Right,
fuck
because
'em.
people like that will most likely just go on to suck someone else dry, as if you never existed. Okay, and you will have wasted
Yeah.
your time, your energy, your resources, and will sit here feeling empty because you don't have enough value in here. Okay, stop momming
That's
motherfuckers. If you don't
that's the
want to cut
main
them off
thing.
cold turkey, fine, but you gotta stop. Okay,
That's the main thing. A lot of friendships, you need to get your own fucking self worth in. That's
get
relationships
your
and friendships.
fucking self
Because a lot
worth
of us,
together.
we have all done it. We have all put too much of ourselves in a friendship, an acquaintance, anything, because we have so little confidence or self value within ourselves that we will sit there
We
and try
have
to
to be
make
useful.
ourselves feel validated and exactly and
Because we
feel
have to be
useful
useful.
to that one person that gives a fuck about us. But like, cool, they give a fuck about you, but you don't have to give a fuck about yourself first before you give a fuck about somebody else.
Facts.
Give a legit fuck about yourself. And I
And you
know
want to know?
we're all our
You want to know why we do
no,
that?
I ain't done. No, this rant ain't done yet. And we're all our own worst critic. But know when to tell yourself to go back to the other time, just sit the fuck up.
Shut the fuck
Sit
up.
down and shut the
Shut
fuck
the fuck
up.
up. Have a coke and a smile. Shut the fuck up. Pudding pop eating motherfucker.
All right, continue.
But you know what that is? You know where that comes from? And I'm glad that Arugs is here because it's our favorite phrase. That's a trauma response. Trying to feel useful, putting yourself out for others is a trauma response.
Where
Ah!
the fuck did my whistle go?
It's in your butt. It is a trauma response. It is something ingrained in you. Now, that's the other thing about trauma. People think that, oh my God, it has to be dramatic. No, it could be reasonable. It could be little by little. The only thing it has to be is consistent to drill and drip deep into your brain that says this is how you're supposed to be for things to be okay, even though they're not.
Let's put it this way. You can pierce through a rock with drops of water over time.
Facts.
If it keeps hitting that same spot constantly, you won't notice. This is why Chinese water torture is. I've experienced it. It ain't fun because I don't torture people unless I know what
We
that
can-
torture is like.
We can just call it water torture. Just thought I'd throw that in there.
Okay,
It's
so what?
2021.
No, there's American waterboarding.
That's why it's called waterboarding and not water torture.
But water torture, where you just keep hitting a drop on somebody's head, and that will drive you insane if you're there long enough. That's the same thing with certain childhood traumas that are just subtle and will just like that. You will have a Nate Dogg moment if you sat down and think, just that. Hold up, wait. When
I hate you.
when you really sit down and think about, like, damn, they were programming me.
Yeah.
Whether it be mom, dad, grandma,
Friends.
uncles,
Whatever.
friends, significant other, teacher, who the fuck ever.
They're programming you. Because when
piano
we are
teacher.
young, they are serious when they say when we're young, we're sponges. We absorb everything. And that included like learning how to adapt to situations, learning how to listen for footsteps, learning whose footsteps sound like
Learn how to
who,
recognize those
learning how to
footsteps.
recognize, learning how to memorize other people's schedules, learning what's the best way to say that? How to get more flies with honey. As a woman of color in my workplace, I have to be sure not to be the angry, loud black lady, and so that's a code word for I have to learn how to get more flies with honey. I have to be sweet. I have to do that.
And on the
That's
flip
a
side-
trauma response,
Oh,
bro.
sorry. And on the flip side, being a 6 foot tall, muscular black guy, learning how to kind of shrink
Right.
just
There you
shrink
go.
myself down where I'm not seen as angry and intimidating. Like, you see these eyebrows, you thick ass. Especially since I've gotten
You look like Ice
LASIK
Cube
surgery.
grandson from that angle, but go ahead.
Especially since I've gotten LASIK, I don't have glasses anymore. You become like angry black man, but with glasses, you are concerned father. I have been seen as more so intimidating, where it's like I kind of gotta like keep my eyes more around her, smile a little bit more, kind of like talk through my nose so I don't use this like big ass bassy voice that just makes people just realize like, oh shit, there's a man in the house. Yeah, yes, it's a lot of shit on that, which is trauma response.
It's okay, Sean. We share a search history. Remember, we watch hentai together. It's fine. Um, but no, like legit, right, Calvino? You big, you
Exactly,
tall
Calvin,
as
like,
shit. You tall as shit too. You probably look scary to people, even though you the
get it? Like we look
first
scary
off,
by proxy.
first off, y'all wasn't on our family Zoom call that we have every 2 weeks, but Calvino jumped on. We got to meet Granddad. He was peeling a banana and handed it to me. Calvino is like the sweetest, most
He is a
gentle
big fucking teddy
creature,
bear.
and I'm just like, oh my heart. But he
This
looks
dude
scary.
is like,
But
so, does he?
not like
Calvino, you've never scared me.
stereotypically he would be considered
Okay.
scary.
It's the fro.
Probably.
People think you're a
But it's
radical.
glorious though. It's glorious though. It's like glorious.
Oh yeah,
though. Like especially when he jumped in the pool, fucking came out looking like
Just-
Black Jesus, bro. Anyway,
want to be part of your world. Just
shut the hell up. All right, back to the topic at hand. But no, a lot of this shit is trauma responses, and that also dictates how we behave in our friendships and who gravitates toward us. And unfortunately, a lot of it is chemistry and subconscious, just like relationships. Like, oh, but everything started off so good. Chemistry can only carry you so far until bad dynamic shits. Goddamn. Bad dynamic shit.
it's just a left
starts
nostril. Just like
happening. Like, I am a gift giver by nature. I am very thoughtful. If you say something to me, I will remember it forever. Like that is why I am Miss
Ditto.
Christmas at Christmas time, because all of this holly jolliness gets manufactured and pulled out my ass.
where all this holly jollies come from? It comes
Holly
out of my butt.
Like legit.
Anyway,
Everybody
Lois.
looks at me like, Miko get the best gifts because I listen. I don't just listen, I listen. And if you got that joke, you're old as shit. You old as shit. But no, I listen.
You already knew that.
I pay attention to detail. Why? Because my trauma response dictates that I do so because it works out better for me. But that also
Yeah.
means that people are like, nah, if I tell
It's
Miko, she'll
childhood
make it happen.
trauma.
If I tell Miko, she'll actually do it. And it took a long while for me to be like, nah. And then reverse it to, what you gonna do about that? As
I got
opposed
another
to,
rant after
woo,
this.
woo, 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 it's fine. We'll figure it out. It's cool. You can crash at my house. You can eat my food. You can do your laundry at my place. It's fine. It's not fine. It's never fine.
It is
never
not
fine.
fine.
And that's the other thing about trauma too, is especially if you develop trauma, just relationship wise or whatever, throughout your life, it's hard for people to tear apart from relationships, friendships, dynamics, family, whatever, because every request that's being made of them is so simple. It's not the fact that it's complicated or it's outlandish. It's a reasonable request that makes you uncomfortable. And so you choose to adhere to the reasonable request even though you're uncomfortable, which further creates the trauma response. It's okay to have
Yeah.
boundaries. It's okay to be like, I can understand your need, but I can't help you with that. I just need y'all to know
I
that.
wouldn't say can't, but won't. That's
That is different. It's different. It's different because won't sure as assertive, but for some people they're not at that point and may never get to that point.
so you mean
can't-
can't as in like
I
not
can't
as in
force
I'm unavailable
myself
to.
past
Okay,
my
that's-
boundary to do that. I can't
That's
do that to
that's
myself.
kind of a won't, but yeah, like
yeah, I can't do that to myself.
that's what I meant with the won't. It's like
Yeah.
because can is like I'm unable to, but no, can isn't like I don't want to do that because I know better. And like, can I? Damn, 2 rants in the world. So
Two
Backstory.
rants?
no, semi rant.
Aight,
Backstory.
aight.
I am also a gift giver, but also I hate any holiday where you got to give gifts. But I believe in the random. I am a gift giver. I pay attention and I do all this kind of stuff. And the breakup after the last, everyone I considered a close friend just kind of about faced me, and
They didn't about face you. They about faced you. Is what they did.
they about face me, talk shit, all this kind of stuff.
All of it.
And because I was close to them, like
Slander.
I paid attention, so I am seeing things that
Y'all
would
used
be
to do
perfect
together.
for them. Like this would be
the
perfect.
gifts.
That was I would see random shit. Because, like I said, that's why I hate holidays. I prefer the random. And I would see like random gifts of like, damn, that'd be perfect for that person. And like at some point, it would like, back then it would legit hurt me. It would hurt me that I could not buy that gift for that person because I just feel like betrayed and all kinds of, even with my ex. Well, especially with the ex. But growth is realizing like you can see this kind of thing like that'd be perfect for that person. Hope they find out, and you just keep skilly-deeing on, and that is a wonderful. That is a wonderful. When you realize that you're doing that, that is a wonderful, wonderful feeling. It's like I thought about it, but it wasn't like you don't hate yourself for it. You don't feel bad. You don't feel negative. You just kind of like you acknowledge it, but you move on.
Facts.
That is an important part to realize. There is no shame in acknowledging or feeling that kind of way, but
Facts.
there is. I wouldn't say shame, but there's like some little bit of a weight when you feel some guilt, like loss of self-respect, or like just you feel some kind of way about feeling that, as opposed to just acknowledging like, yeah, I feel that way. It sucks. Wish we could get that for that person. But that ain't where we at. Moving on. That saves me money.
Or you might
Moving right
talk about
along.
it. Well, they're a cunt bucket, so never mind. But anyway, so
It still works.
it does. So that's awesome. You brought up two excellent points, okay, and we're gonna try to cover them. So one, we're gonna start off with the not so fun. We're gonna finish with the fun one because I started laughing when I remembered that. So you know, the people that you used to hang with, pay attention to the shit that you do with your friends. Like legit, pay attention. Because one day, or probably right now, because what did we say? Nobody is with you 100% of the time. Nobody is on your side 100%.
Plus, we got your asses thinking about it right now.
Right. So, pay attention to what you do with your friends, because chances are they do it about you with other people.
Pay attention.
They
If
share
you got
your
a friend that will
screenshots,
talk shit about
they talk
others,
shit about you. They talk shit about your response, and then will call you and have a conversation like they ain't even say all that shit. Y'all do it.
there is no you might, there is no kinda, I will guarantee this. I guarantee you
That's a
got
hard F. Jesus.
That's how much I
You
guarantee.
tucked your lip above your teeth to do that.
Exactly. I guarantee that you got someone that you think is close that is a shitty motherfucking friend because you are not paying the fucking attention.
Real talk.
Like
real talk.
I'm not saying any names, but like with my experience, I've also realized like I got friends who I will support almost blindly, but then, you know, if they do some random match, like nah, I can't vibe with that. But like you doing your thing, go. I will cheerlead you to the day that you die or the day that I die, one or the other.
Whoever goes
And
first.
yeah,
You done
but
killed
talking to
me.
this person,
Jesus.
and there was somebody who had like a thing for them.
They had
We'll
a
admit.
thing.
They were like, they are physically attractive, but how they act about a lot of things. Because me and Homeboy knows more about my sex life than I have ever told him. Because of that person that was attracted to him, that he was like, you know what? Nah.
Oh, yeah. I don't like a pump you for information ass bitch. I think that's rude. I think
It wasn't even a pumping for information because she was just a loudmouth. She was a like a fuckboy stereotype in a lot of ways.
fair. Like, see, I'm like that at work. I pride myself on being in everybody's rat hole at work. I'm not, contrary to popular belief, and no disrespect, HBCUs are hype. I said it. I'll die on this hill. They're hype. Because we are spending too much time caring about prestige and looks and not quality, and that's a problem. It's like being at a giant fucking high school. People are cliquish as shit. People don't care about each other. It just look like we do on a brochure. That's a problem. But I digress. I'm
Yeah.
like that at work because people will smile in your face and talk shit about you
While smiling.
to everyone. So I don't join cliques at work. I get there, I do my job, I find my niche of what I'm good at, I do that, I go home. Everybody
That dude
likes to
goes back.
talk to
Okay.
me because
Mm-hmm.
I don't talk to anybody.
You're
I am in
Switzerland.
I'm Switzerland. I am in everyone's rat hole. Now, do I try to encourage people and guide them to do the right thing? Absolutely. Like,
You know
absolutely.
everybody's business without
I
trying
know
to be in
everybody's
everybody's business.
business, and don't nobody know
But not
mine.
because of you, not because you're trying to, because everybody's like, I can tell you shit. You're neutral, like, which at a time I can guarantee gets draining too. It's just like I don't.
Fucking draining. Please don't come in my office and shut the door to my girl. Mm-mm. You know what that sounds? And it's stupid because I said it. You know what that sounds like? None of my fucking business. But they tell me anyway. That's draining.
I don't.
That's why I leave work at work and I come home.
You hit him with the chala. I don't care.
I don't care. It's been a year. He's gone.
No.
Ugh.
Don't have me cry out my right eye. If you see tears on my left eye, that legit is sinuses right now
I
because
can't
my
with
left
you.
nostril is like, fuck
Can't
you.
with you.
If it's the right,
So-
I'm crying.
So the second part of this, on the
The good part.
friendship side of things, because this shit is funny, because this is our favorite example. See, this is
Friends.
our favorite. This is our favorite.
How many of us have them?
Oh shit, you halfway down that bottle. Anyway,
was
what's
gonna be gone by the end of this.
interesting? I know. So our favorite analogy is on the friendship side. If your friends are trying to communicate with you, listen. Okay? They may not be as direct as Glitch or I, but try to listen to understand, not listen to react, okay? Try to reflect what you've heard so that they understand what you've heard so they know whether or not to correct you. You ready?
I would say listen, but also like not guard yourself, but at the same time like pay attention to how they're delivering.
No.
Like-
That's not the point I'm trying to make. You ready?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm allergic to peaches. No, Snooks, come back!
Okay, third rant. Third fucking rant.
I'm allergic to peach. Let's finish the exam first. I'm allergic to peaches. You say,
Shall we finish the analogy? There are so many people who are so cocky, who are so self-indulgent in their own dick juice or vagina juice. Look, it's 2/3 of the way. Don't say shit to me.
shut up,
But-
shut up.
Who are so into their own self that they will not listen to what you say to them. They were so set on giving their advice upon you and forcing. They will emotionally rape you.
Oh, no.
Whereas like the example where she comes to Peach is just like, cause I've
Can we
this is
get through the analogy? Can we finish?
backstory. This is like just some friends of mine who just doesn't want to listen to
When
an
people
ex of
don't
mine
listen.
who did not.
So,
An ex of mine, cause Miko is the manual to me.
manual. I'm the map.
fucking-
I'm the map. I'm the
The
map. I'm the
fucking
map. I'm the
manual.
map.
If you can't understand shit about me, it's like, oh, what
What
does
this
mean by
mean?
this?
And I'd be like,
What do you
"Well,
mean by this some fuck ass bullshit? He
oh, not
means
talking
this,
about
like,
you. He talking about this.
and you don't want to listen to that because you are so set on your own thought process. Like I fucking hate surprises because of childhood trauma that fucked me up, but because of shit, I do not like surprises. I have expressed that constantly with one of my exes. I do not like surprises. She has asked Miko. She told him, or she told her that he does not like surprises.
Came
At
to
all.
me with the whole game plan, laid it out, and I said that sounds very well thought out and planned, and I can tell you really care.
But
and
it's fucking stupid.
but
Like,
don't do that.
it ain't gonna work.
What do you mean? Don't do that. He does not like surprises. I would get his input on some of these things to see if he would like that to happen. That's not the point of the surprise. He don't like surprises.
So on that aspect, why I went on a rant before, it's like that is like saying, hey, you want peach cobbler? Like, nah, man, I don't.
I'm
like
allergic to
peaches.
peaches.
I'm allergic to peaches. But you don't like. But that's the way I cook it though. Like, no, I'm allergic to the main ingredient in this peach cobbler.
But you've never had it how I made it. Like I can't nobody make it like me.
allergic
At least
peaches.
try it. At least try it for me. For me, at least try it.
Part in your peach cobbler.
So what you're
I'm
saying is you don't like my
allergic
cooking.
to. I can't. No, I'm allergic.
So you just don't
to
love
peaches. The peach part is the main component of your cobbler.
I don't even want to hear you no more because you won't even.
You
eat
give
my
me an
dessert.
apple cobbler, a blueberry cobbler, a strawberry rhubarb. I'm good with, but the peach part, I'm alert. I can't try it because I'll die. Like I ain't got an EpiPen because the U.S. Health Department is fucked up. Like I ain't got all this shit.
Just say you hate my cooking. That's exactly what it's like. When your friends tell you something, listen, okay? Listen, reflect what you've heard, reflect what you understand to have heard so that they can correct you or affirm.
What you hearing, listen. What you hearing, listen.
I also don't like surprises. So, speaking of not liking surprises, so Snooks, because my partner knows me and is in this partnership, like in it. He has come to me because one of our lovely friends that I am close to was going to try to surprise me with Coheed tickets. As if I need any help buying Coheed tickets. Anyway, but no, she was trying to be like a sweet gesture. I could understand the intent or whatever, as if I didn't get the email about pre-sale tickets going on sale tomorrow before they announced the tour. Like I do VIP only. But that's not the point.
Real talk, people.
That's not the point. That's not the point.
That's a friendship question. Like, your friendship question should be how you feel about surprises. Because there are some motherfuckers who are like, because you and I, we're independent as fuck. If we say we want to do something, we're going to do it.
We just do it, period. We don't consult anyone. We just do it.
If you don't catch us right, like if I walk by a sweater, say, damn, I like this sweater, I might get that later. If you don't say, hold up, nigga, I got you right now, I'm going to be having that sweater in the next week.
So please don't buy it. Because it's already under the tree. It's already in my closet. But no, she tried to surprise me with Coheed tickets. It was awesome because, like, I love spending time with her or whatever. I had already made my mind up. I was not going to go see Coheed this year because, fucking COVID. And they about to be stranded on a cruise ship with people. Fucking, I hope they're going to be safe. Jesus Christ. Please don't kill Claudio Sanchez. Jesus. Oh, my heart. And two, it's in Raleigh. I do not like the venue in Raleigh. If I buy VIP, not only do I want my picture and my private song with the band, okay?
There's a factory in Charlotte.
Okay. I want to stand separately from everyone. I'm not paying VIP prices for general admission just to be let in early. That's gross.
I'm not going to be touched by peasants.
I'm not mingling with the commoners if I pay for VIP. And so I elected not to go. My partner came to me and said, hey, you might want to go stop your friend. She asked me about this. I told her not to do it like 6 different times, and she's not listening. She didn't end up doing it, by the way.
Also, you bring up a good point right there. Also, friends of friends, like, they are not your enemies. They're your allies. And even if they are higher up on the roster.
Say it again.
Friends of your friends, they are your allies, not your enemies. If they are higher up on the roster,
allies.
I'm gonna need you to learn your fucking place. Okay? If Miko, I will say this I will record, it's been recorded. Miko, you are the number one bitch to say shit about me. Like, if you say it, bitch, you better believe it.
That's what happens.
Don't doubt it.
It's what happens when you literally save people's lives. There's a tier of trust there. Okay?
We have been on a roller coaster of self-growth and bullshit. Like,
facts. So please don't come at me talking about I don't know shit about this man.
This is the drill sergeant major of the Army of Glitch. You want to give a fuck if you want to promote yourself. You want to go from private to lieutenant to something any goddamn way. She is the one you fucking go through. And there are certain friends like that with everybody. to that motherfucker because they have no bias because they ain't trying. Like, Miko is not trying to get with me in any form of fact. The bitch is married and happy.
Facts.
We have already tried that shit. It has failed. We have both agreed this ain't gonna work. We twin flames and not each other's like romantic twin flames.
That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. Please stop searching for your person in a sexual and romantic partner because sometimes you're your friends. You can have multiple soulmates and all of them can be your friends. It's not about love. It's about connection. It's about bond. It's about feeling whole.
Yep.
I hate a motherfucker that says, I can't find my person. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to find a tribe.
Now back to the rant.
Back to the rant.
This bitch right here shows and tells you that she is a neutral party to help advance your studies. She has been through the class. She experienced it. She aced it.
I wrote a textbook. I wrote a chapter in the textbook.
Exactly. She wrote, because she is also a doctor in this therapy kind of bullshit, so she can break me down psychologically.
Like you, one of the best case studies I've ever had. Got me plenty of A's on papers.
Like exactly, I'm a fucking case study. Yet there are some motherfuckers that are like,
whatever. I want to find out by myself. Okay, but when you find out like this, it's going to hurt your feelings. Whatever.
Or you got a connection that I can't have because this, that, the other. Like, first off, there's time. Second off, there's energy.
Trust.
Third off, there's just you got your own little thing that you like. That doesn't mean I value you less. And this is also with just friendships in general with people. That doesn't mean we value you less. That doesn't mean we anything of that nature. It also means our twin flames hold a special spot. Utilize them. Don't hate them. Don't
try to extinguish them because you will not win, baby.
Because my job is to love him and appreciate him, and your job is to call and text less.
It's 4 minutes.
But with
to
that,
8:30.
can I say before you rant real quick? But can I say this? Like, also, the twin flame can burn you a fucking alive if you don't know how to utilize them.
Yeah, because we hated each other like hardcore once. That was an interesting couple of years.
That was self-inflicted, though.
I'll get it.
But sometimes listen to the friend of a friend because they might have a viewpoint, a thought process, a connection. They may be a better friend to that person than you think they are. They may have a different connection that you don't know that you have with that person or not. Like, listen and evaluate what you mean or how you feel or what you're going to do with that person because y'all are allies, not competition. If y'all are both friends with this person, y'all should both want this person to prosper and be better. If you think there's a competition, you are a toxic person. Get your shit together.
Now, on that note, friends can be friends with each other and other individuals, correct? So can we please stop getting angry at people we are close to when just because you end a friendship with someone, they don't. I am tired.
That's all on you.
I am tired of the whole concept of a friendship divorce. I'm not choosing sides because it's none of my fucking business. I haven't.
How can you be friends with them because they make my heart broken?
I have a relationship with you over here, and I have a relationship with them over here. Like, the two ain't gotta never mix no more if you don't want, because that is the boundary that I can respect of our friendship. However, you not about to tell me who I can and can't be friends with. You not about to sit here and get mad and be like, well, they ain't shit and this ain't shit, because I'd be like, okay, you want to talk shit about this person? That's cool. I am a void. I don't record. No, first, no, hold on.
You've seen both sides of the story.
Exactly, which is why I cannot pass judgment. I cannot. I'm not about to sit here and argue with an idiot. You feel how you feel about that person, which means y'all need to work it out.
It made me feel some kind of way.
It ain't got shit to do with me. It ain't got shit to do with me.
But they made me feel bad.
I don't give a fuck.
Even though, like, half the time, like I probably should look at myself and worry about my own bullshit and realize that I kind of caused a little bit of that stuff and made it a self-fulfilling prophecy.
So what
but
you're saying?
They made me feel.
So what you're saying is that this is part of your bullshit. You should go talk to them.
They made me feel bad. Now I want to talk to them because for my own personal health and mental health, I don't want to talk to that person, but I want to.
But I want to talk about that person.
But I want to talk about that person, or I want to send that same person that I want to avoid and talk to random pictures and the bullshit. That's me being petty, y'all. I'm not even gonna fucking lie.
That is you being petty. I'm glad the cap is done. But no, you can't sit here and make your friends pick and choose who they can be friends with. I don't give a fuck if you mad at such and such. I met them separate from you. I'm gonna know them after you. That's like, and this is my.
If you make them pick sides, you are a toxic friend.
Right.
I
right.
fully endorse that.
Fucked up. To this day. All right. It's 8:30. I don't know if John's ready or not. Aroogs, are you and John ready? Tell him again, just they made me feel bad. Then maybe
they made me feel bad.
Maybe you should feel bad. Then maybe they can make you feel better.
Ooh, but also with friendships, like sometimes with just friendships and relationships, interaction with people, sometimes you should feel fucking bad. That's
the lesson.
No,
that's the lesson.
Sometimes you should feel bad, but I feel bad. That's the lesson, like you just said. Like
I'm not about to get guilted into being like, oh, you're supposed to feel bad. It's not supposed to.
But I want to avoid this because it makes me feel bad. Like no, that ain't it. That ain't the move, Playboy. You should feel bad.
You should
feel bad because yin and yang, like I said before, like you need to know the positive and the negative, but also the negative and the positive. That will help you improve yourself and learn that sometimes you're a shitty person. Not all the time, but sometimes. You're a shitty person, a shitty friend, a shitty significant other. Sometimes
you gotta be good at everything all the time. And the second you can accept that, you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be doing a good job.
But sometimes, yeah, you're gonna be shitty. But at the same time, like that, with that young, sometimes you're gonna be great, positive kind of aspect. But at the same time, you will have a shitty quality, or you might be doing it for shitty reasons.
Facts.
Would it be because you're projecting your own insecurities on somebody else, or you are so insecure with yourself that you're indulging and putting too much of yourself to that situation?
Facts. So, have friendships, not friendships. Okay?
Remember, they have levels. They have levels
and categories.
You can categorize your friends. You got the club friends. You got the talk about serious shit friends, just friends. You got all that. And realize that you are also categorized.
Facts. We about to rage on in like 6 seconds.
Stop patrol together. We both stop patrol. I'm mad that yours says top, walls his says patrol.
But it really did though.
Stop patrol together. We both stop patrol. I'm mad that yours says top, walls his says patrol.
But it really did though.
Stop patrol together. We both stop patrol.